Good morning, my lovelies, my children, my friends, whoever else. Just wanted to record a quick video this morning. You know, Recently I ended up leaving an art group that I promoted and helped promote for an all inclusive nature. And recently, the group owner made a post about not allowing music and stuff like that in their group anymore. And instead of offering my opinion or dissension or any kind of like feedback on that situation, I just went ahead and decided to let her decision ride and just leave the group. And that's just a personal choice. No hard feelings to her. No problems with her. No whatever. I still respect her a lot and everything like that and her decisions. But personally, I just don't want to be a part of a group or foster a group that puts limitations on art like that. And when you start getting into those areas, those gray areas of saying what is acceptable art, saying what you're going to allow inside your group, saying what you're going to do for your group and stuff like that, as far as what people can post as far as their art, I just leave the group. I don't even fuck around with that anymore. I don't even try to enlighten the person or educate them or anything else, or at least try to offer my opinion on the situation because I feel like that it is one of the highest crimes you can commit in the art world is when you start to put definitions on what art is. When you start to limit and contain that focus of art and say that this is the only right kind of art, this is the only kind of art that we're going to allow and shit like that. I've seen it destroy other groups, and I think that it's going to be bad for this group. Personally, I think that all artists should be able to post what they want to when they want to. I don't agree in censorship of people's messages and stuff like that. I think that people should self identify as racist and stuff like that. I think they should be allowed to speak so you can self identify them as racist or bigots or whatever the hell else. The more open a community you have, the more that you can see the people for what they really are. And if there's people out there, especially in the arts, I've said it time and time again, I'll try to keep it short this time. In the art world, there is nothing but pimps. There is a lot of pimps and snakes, and I mean there's good artists out there. There's artists out there who want to build communities and share with each other and share in the wealth. But there is far too many pimps and exploitative people inside the arts, and we got to work to eradicate that. And I didn't understand the decision. I didn't like the decision. It honestly kind of made me upset because I worked personally to help promote her brand, help promote her group, help promote her group of all inclusion. That's the original reason why I fucking brought people to her group, was I assumed it was going to be a group of fucking all inclusion, and for the most part it was. And then all of a sudden the rules just fucking changed. Something went wrong. She had some fucking thing that happened with her apparently, that all of a sudden music was not okay to post inside of her group. And personally, that didn't wash with me. Personally, that made me, like I said, feel kind of betrayed in a way because, I know that she asked a lot of other artists to promote her group, promote her brand, which we did. I was one of them. I shared her group. Like I said, I offered, I told other artist friends to come to a group because it was a good group, but I will no longer be offering that support to the group simply because, like I said, that limitation. Now, that's up to her to amend or change that if she ever sees this video. If she doesn't, then, that's fine too. But I just feel like it's a path that's going to lead down a dark road for her, and it's going to cause way more problems than she ever thought she can get by just allowing people to post what they want to. And that's what I'm saying. You want an active group. You want a group that where people can feel like they can post, so it serves to your advantage. So I don't understand what the hell shit like this serves. It doesn't serve any purpose except for control or something. And to be the leader of a group is a very hard thing. I mean, essentially, you are building a kingdom. You are building an online kind of dictatorship or democracy. And when you put it down to just one person to make these kind of decisions, all it's going to take is one bad day, and they're going to start singling out other artists or doing some other shit. And I mean, it's her group, it's her decision. I really don't care if the group succeeds or fails. Like I said, once again, the only reason why I promoted it was simply because it seemed like a group, and I was told it was a group of all inclusive nature. And this seems to be a problem that continues to follow me. This is an African American artist who had this group, a female, and there was another African American artist, a female, and another group that I saw that was running a group that basically posted up. That you couldn't post videos or stuff like that in your group anymore. And I'm like, that's fucking art, man. Like cinema, this right here, cinema, independent movie making, YouTube, stuff like that is like the new modern hotness. That is the new form of art for a lot of young people, a lot of young artists especially. Music is a art form that's for a lot of young artists and stuff like that. So in turn, what you're doing is you're stifling and strangling thousands of visions just for your fucking singular damn pragmatic view of the fucking world, and I don't believe in that shit. I believe if you're gonna, fucking go out there and run a damn art group, especially an art group based in a democracy, if you're an American and you're running an art group and it's based in democracy and philanthropy and so-called all this other bullshit that these people say that they're about, then I think you should fucking sit there and do all you can to promote freedom of speech and stuff like that. And it's especially troubling. No offense, I mean, and I know I'm a white guy saying this, but it's especially troubling coming from a minority, especially a minority female, when they start to fucking limit the goddamn views and opinions of other people. I've always found that the most disturbing, because it's like, you supposedly have been through this all your entire fucking life of people putting you in a box, telling you that a woman can't do this, a black woman can't do that, and you're an ethnic minority in a country that's told you to behave a certain way, and we will give you everything you want. Like, basically be a safe black, and don't have any dissension from the system, and we will reward you for being a safe black. As far as I'm concerned. So you think these would be the first goddamn people to sit there and promote self-expression and self-awareness and the beauty of individuality. But rather what I'm seeing is that they're the first ones to conform, at least in these two examples, to this pragmatic view of there's only certain kinds of art and shit like that you can share, which I don't think is fair, and I don't think it's fucking right. And that's why I pulled my support and I left. Once again, sorry to rehash that, but it goes to the overall dichotomy or basically message that I'm trying to promote from now on, is that we got to stop shit like this. We got to stop limiting and basically putting a dictatorship on artistic expression. This is killing the arts. This is the reason why a specific art group, artists trying to make a living creating art, became like the biggest goal of my life to destroy, because it was a group that basically became pragmatic and basically controlled by this religious-esque, almost cult-like personality that wanted to turn it into her own personal fucking worship ground of people who followed the same routine and did the same things. And obviously, for a lot of you, if you're an artist watching this, I don't know if you could speak the truth on this, but for me in my career, it never fucking helped me. It never fucking helped me having a million Facebook friends who were all artists, who were all gaming for advantage and gaming for attention, and they never shared my work. They never promoted my work. They never, gave tit for tat, dude. I mean, it's like I would share their works and give them access to my audience, but I would never hear back from them. And that's something I've talked about before, and I'll continue to talk about it because it's a fucked up practice on Facebook. And then these people want to go out and spend money on ad space, which is not even guaranteed to get them engagement, when all they have to do is just build a philanthropic network with each other of sharing and stuff like that. That's what it's called. That's why it's called networking, not me working. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know. So that's the first video of the day, covering some big topics there. But anyways, I'm going to make another video about a comment I received this morning on a YouTube video and kind of go into deep diving on that and why I do what I do on film. So I think that'd be a good video. Anyways, Daddy loves you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Whenever the fuck you're seeing this, good day or good night or whatever, dude. Just have a good life, and that's just my advice. And if any of my artistic friends know of this group and you're reading about this or seeing this, I suggest that you make a decision whether you want to pull your support if you were directly led there by me, because personally I think that's fair. I think that's fair that if I gave you support at a time when I thought your group was all inclusive and now your group isn't, I think all the artists that I brought into your group and brought into the fold and the people should decide whether they want to pull their support as well. I think that's only fair. But anyways, I love you guys. Have a great day.